Good evening, you're watching Mission 2024. I'm Preeti Choudhry. Before we get you our top focus for the day, let me quickly run you through the headlines. Prime Minister Modi tears into Gehlot government, invokes Kanhaiya Lal's murder in Udaipur, calls it an unforgivable sin, rakes up Bhilwara gang rape, claims Beti is not safe in Rajasthan.
कपड़े सिलाने के बहाने लोग आते हैं और बिना डर बिना खौफ के टेलर का गला काट देते हैं.
Funds for Bengal showdown escalates, high drama at TMC protest in Delhi. Abhishek Banerjee not allowed to hold presser, alleges conspiracy to stop protest. Nitish Kumar government releases Bihar caste data, triggers political storm. While Nitish Kumar hails it as historic, the BJP calls it an eyewash. Tension simmers over violence during Eid-e-Milan procession in Karnataka, Shimoga. Cops claim stones pelted during rally. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah claims stones pelted at the yatra. Chandrababu Naidu's arrest showdown explodes ahead of Supreme Court hearing. Naidu's son, Nara Lokesh, and his wife lead hunger strike in Delhi against his father's arrest. Jagan's sister Y. Sharmila all set to join the Congress in a couple of days. Sources suggest Sharmila offered Khammam Lok Sabha ticket and Congress General Secretary post. It's been a close shave for Delhi as a big terror module was busted in the capital. 3 terrorists planned attacks in North India. Nabbed chemicals for IED recovered. Top story, Prime Minister Modi in Rajasthan's Chittorgarh today launching a scathing attack at the Gehlot government. From slamming him for poor law and order in the state to accusing him of appeasement politics to calling out the internal infighting within the party and also to invoking the beheading of Kanhaiya Lal. All of that went down today. Take a look.
A gruesome murder. The killers of tailor Kanhaiya Lal filmed the horrifying act and posted it online. The individuals featured in the video were apprehended and taken into police custody. The NIA took charge of the case, ultimately filing a charge sheet in December.
उस राजस्थान की धरती पर इतना बड़ा पाप हुआ. कपड़े सिलाने के बहाने लोग आते हैं और बिना डर बिना खौफ के टेलर का गला काट देते हैं और वीडियो बनाकर गर्व से वायरल कर देते हैं. कांग्रेस सरकार को उसमें भी वोट बैंक की चिंता सताती है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi attacks the Rajasthan Congress under whose rule Kanhaiya Lal was hacked to death about 15 months ago. In a rally in Chittorgarh in poll-bound Rajasthan, Prime Minister Modi accused the Ashok Gehlot government of plunging the state into crime.
5 साल में कांग्रेस की सरकार ने राजस्थान की साख को तबाह कर दिया है, तबाह कर दिया है. मैं इस मेवाड़ की धरती को साख से रख करके कहना चाहता हूं, जब यहां से खबरें आती है बहुत दुखी मन हो जाता है. आज जब अपराध की बात आती है तो कौन सा राज्य टॉप पर आता है? कौन सा राज्य? ये हमारा राजस्थान.
The Prime Minister further alleged that the state's Chief Minister is embroiled in internal strife within the Congress party.
यहां गहलोत जी सोते जागते बैठते उठते मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी बचाने में लगे थे और आधी कांग्रेस उनकी कुर्सी गिराने में जुटी थी। जनता को अपने हाल पर छोड़कर ये लोग आपसी लड़ाई में ही व्यस्त रहे, हिसाब चुकता करने में लगे। अपने बेटों को सेट कैसे करना, इसलिए दूसरे के बेटों को कैसे उखाड़ देना।
In response, the Congress party fired back. Party leader Sachin Pilot described the Prime Minister's frequent tours of Rajasthan as a sign of the BJP's imminent defeat in the state.
जनता समझ रही है कि उनके आने का दौरे लगाने का बार बार करने का उद्देश्य क्या है। अगर राजस्थान के 8 करोड़ लोगों की भलाई की बात होती तो मैं समझता हूं जो पिछले 5 साल का कार्यकाल निकला है केंद्र सरकार का, उसमें सारे सांसद बच्चे से और राजस्थान की जो विशेष मांगे थी उनको पूरा करने की चेष्टा भी नहीं करी गई। और अब पिछले 6-8 महीने में लगातार दौरे कर रहे हैं और सब जानते हैं कि दौरे राजनीतिक ज्यादा हैं और प्रशासनिक कम है।
Trading accusations and promises, a charged atmosphere in Rajasthan in the run-up to state elections. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, once again, let's take you back. So clearly, the BJP setting its poll agenda, the poster face or the poster boy for the Rajasthan election, the person whose face will be on the ticket in Rajasthan will be the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister said it's going to be the symbol of the lotus. So no Vasundhara Raje Scindia, that's been made very clear. Also, what we can look at is a high pitch where it comes down to polarization. Kanhaiya Lal being brought up by the Prime Minister. Number 2, the offer of guarantee versus guarantee. So what has been the Prime Minister's guarantee, what he called the Modi guarantee. Listen in.
मैं राजस्थान की जनता को विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि भले गहलोत जी की सरकार ने योजनाएं चालू की होगी, लेकिन जनहित की किसी योजना को भाजपा सरकार बनने के बाद उसको रोकेगी नहीं, उसको अच्छा करने का, बेहतर बनाने का प्रयास करेगी। और ये मोदी की गारंटी है। मोदी की गारंटी मतलब हर गारंटी के पूरा होने की गारंटी।
Right, so BJP's mission Rajasthan, what does it tantamount to? What's going to be the poll pitch? Let's cut across to our political analyst for this evening. Joining me, Amitabh Tiwari, political analyst, Avinash Kala, senior journalist, also with us. Mr. Tiwari, very interesting. If you read into what the Prime Minister says, number 1, there will be no CM face. As per the Prime Minister, it's going to be the lotus. This is something we've been discussing off late. But really something that has been picked up and can't be missed is the polarization pitch. The Prime Minister invoked Kanhaiya Lal's beheading, keeping in mind in the last 1 week the decision to make Ramesh Biduri poll in charge tonk.
Yeah, so essentially in line with the trend, if you see from 2014 to 23 in the Modi era, the BJP has never declared a CM face while it is in opposition. So that's very clear. So the BJP is going to project Modi as the sort of a super CM and will be seeking votes in his name. So that's clear now. He said Kamal is our face and Kamal is our candidate. So the chances of declaring Vasundhara as a CM candidate is sort of gone for a toss. And the second factor which you were mentioning about the polarization. So as per a Yale study in the past, polarization does help the BJP. However, as per my opinion, polarization helps the BJP where the minority population is higher than the national average. In Rajasthan, the minority population as per 2011 census is only around 9-10%, whereas the national average is 14-15%. So where the population is lesser, it is very difficult to generate a sort of fear amongst the minds of the majority community. That is number 1. Number 2, he has been harping on the fact of deteriorating law and order, because Rajasthan, as we all know, in the last 3 years had topped amongst the rapes in the country, as well as he has attacked the dynastic politics or the factionalism within the Congress party, wherein for the first 4 years or so, the party or Gehlot was trying to save his chair as per his allegations. So it is going to be a very charged up atmosphere in Rajasthan, and Modi is going to lead the charge because he's not shy of leading elections as in the past. And past record shows that wherever the party has been in opposition and has projected Modi sort of as this super CM candidate, it has done fairly well. So that is why it is going to move ahead with the strategy of not declaring any CM. And as per the trend, a strong trend of 30 years, government changes every 5 years. So this time the BJP feels it is the chance of BJP to win.
Well, that's what the BJP feels, is the chance of BJP to win. Let's quickly bring in Avinash Kala, senior journalist, into this conversation. Avinash Kala, the points that Mr. Tiwari made, a couple of them very strong, where you look at not maybe declaring a chief ministerial face at this juncture the best for the Bharatiya Janata Party going ahead, but where you talk about polarization as well, Avinash Kala. The Prime Minister invoking Kanhaiya Lal's beheading, which many in Rajasthan would have completely forgotten about. You club it with the likes of Ramesh Biduri being made tonk in charge, keeping in mind, the demography dynamic of that district, of that area. What do you read? What is going to be the BJP's plan ahead for Mission Desert State?
See, Preeti, BJP has made it very clear, as we all know, and it was rightly pointed out, that there is no chief ministerial phase. And this whole
Avinash Kala, we need to fix your audio line. There's a problem with your audio line. We're going to try and fix that. Let me bring in once again Mr. Tiwari, and we'll go back to Avinash Kala in just about 30 seconds once we have his audio clear. Amitabh Tiwari, what is interesting in all of this is from here on, where, wouldn't you reckon if it came down to polarization, the Bharatiya Janata Party has milked it maximum already to invoke polarization in a state which was a highly polarizing election the last time around as well?
Yeah, so polarization has its benefits. It has worked for BJP in the past, but as you were mentioning, there is a law of diminishing marginal utility as well applicable to polarization. And in fact, the larger issues or themes for BJP, it's likely to be law and order, corruption, and the issue of women's safety. Somehow, even in the last 4 years or 4.5 years, the BJP local unit has also not been able to tame Gehlot or frame him in these allegations because of factionalism. So the Prime Minister now has to take the charge and talk about these issues.
It's interesting. I'll go back to Mr. Kala because of the 2 points that you made in terms of women's safety as well as factionalism. None the richer for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Avinash Kala, because, Rajasthan might be topping the crime against women list this year, but 21, the NCRB data clearly suggested it was Madhya Pradesh, where fresh off what happened in Ujjain. On the other hand, where it comes down to factionalism, understandably all not well where the Congress is concerned in the Rajasthan unit, but at least, the bridge has been at least, where perception-wise is concerned, created between Gehlot and Pilot. The factionalism inside the BJP camp is still running deep. Avinash Kala.
No, Preeti, I'll just come and touch the polarization part. It is not just Kanhaiya Lal. 2 days back, there was a Muslim boy who was killed by a mob in Udaipur. And you see a silence from BJP. In fact, they revoked that the family got a compensation of 50 lakhs and they started countering it with Kanhaiya Lal. So polarization is going to be their mainstay game. And while the panelist rightly said a number about the minority population, there are close to 50 seats where the minority vote is anything between 10,000 to 55,000. So BJP is going to push on that, and there are many seats which the margins are very, very less. For example, Pokhran, where the BJP lost by merely 770 or 80 odd votes. So, and that is a Muslim-dominated area. So they would polarize. Polarization is their card. So they are going to go hammer and tongs. And now I'll come on to the factionalism part. Agreed that, the BJP has got a number of people gunning for the top shot, and that there is no chief ministerial candidate. Everybody is hoping very high. And we read the factionalism right. But few days back, when Mr. Nadda and Mr. Shah came to Jaipur and they were burning the midnight oil literally, they were there up till way past midnight. I think the last people to come out were Vasundhara Raje and Gajendra Singh and Rajendra Rathod together at roughly around 3 o'clock in the night. They gave everybody time. They listened everybody out. And the next day, you had all the rivals sitting in a bus, smiling out. So in the game of optics, BJP is getting its act together. Today, again, you had Vasundhara Raje and Prime Minister sharing the dais. Everybody coming together. They've been asked to go back to their respective areas and focus on only the agenda of Prime Minister Modi and taking on the Ashok Gehlot government. So optics-wise, BJP in the last 4 to 5 days are trying to get their act together, and they are all posing united, because remember, what the numbers are showing in Madhya Pradesh and elsewhere, they are not in a good position. So this is a state that they cannot afford to lose in the run-up to 2024. And every warring faction knows that if they lose, the only chance of becoming a chief minister is out of the window.
Right.
So BJP is getting its act together slowly but surely in the right direction. Whereas the kind of news that is coming out locally from the Congress parties, again, of infighting and taking names and all kind of things are going around.
All right. Before I go into a quick break, I'm going to take a 30-second question from the both of you. Let's, begin with you, Mr. Kala. For somebody who knows Rajasthan by the back of his hand, I want to ask you where campaign is concerned. Right now, BJP versus the Congress. You did give an indication that the BJP in the last week seems to have put their house in order. But do you see them ahead in terms of just posturing in campaign?
Yes. No. Right now, at the moment, the way Ashok Gehlot has led the campaign, in canvassing his things around, he has given Prime Minister Modi and BJP a run for their money. There is not an inch of space that is left out for the BJP to campaign or go out. But digitally, BJP is very strong. They are pushing up. And, as what sources say, they say, let the code of conduct be out and you will see who can pump in more into campaign. But at the moment, Ashok Gehlot leads the charge with campaigning and promoting his government. There is no Congress to be seen, only Ashok Gehlot.
No Congress to be seen, only Ashok Gehlot. That's a big one. But, Mr. Tiwari, I'd bring you in. At this point, where Gehlot's guarantees have gone down to the lowest common denominator is what we have been given to understand in Rajasthan. You have the Prime Minister who today called it Modi's guarantee. Modi still very, very popular where Rajasthan is concerned. Do you think he'd be able to counter that? You're on mute, sir.
So essentially, it's like Gehlot's current Labhartis or future Labhartis versus Modi's Labharti vote bank. Correct. And what is happening is that Gehlot has been able to create this Labharti vote bank through this slew of measures. And Modi is fairly popular, as you mentioned. The top 5 states, Rajasthan is second, if I'm not wrong, in terms of his popularity in net satisfaction ratings. And the track record shows that wherever there is an incumbent chief minister of the opposition party in a Hindi heartland state, Modi has been able to turn it around for the BJP. And if you see the last 3 elections, while BJP has been winning big 120, 160 seats, Congress in 2008 and 13 was not even able to cross the simple majority mark of 101 seats.
Right. Okay, well, we'll only know in time to come, but really interesting. Well, right now it seems to be neck and neck, dead heat where Rajasthan is concerned, and even the local surveys seem to suggest the same. I appreciate both you gentlemen for joining us. We'll see you at the top of 9 as well. Meanwhile, let's quickly shift focus to the national capital. TMC is in the national capital with all its top netas. Leading the charge is Mr. Abhishek Banerjee himself. TMC calling a Halla bowl in Delhi. Funds for Bengal showdown escalating. TMC's 2-day protest against the centre begins at the national capital. High drama unfolding at TMC protest with Abhishek Banerjee, who was barred from holding a press conference. The cadre protesting with the top leadership of the party coming in from Bengal, protesting alleged delay in release of funds under Manrega, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana to the West Bengal government. Abhishek Banerjee, who has skipped the ED summon. He was called by the ED again today. Summon in connection with the school job scam has indirectly challenged the ED to stop him if they can.
এবং বিজেপি বা কেন্দ্রের সরকার এই যত আটকানোর চেষ্টা করবে তত কিন্তু এই লড়াই তীব্রতর হবে, আন্দোলনের গতি তত বাড়বে। ये लोग डरे हुए हैं तभी ये सब कर रहे हैं, अगर डरे हुए नहीं होगा, इनके डर बाहर आने लग गया है।
सर आज के
ये 56 इंच सीने की बात करते हैं, ये इतने बड़े दल की होने की बात करते हैं, इतने ताकतवर होने की बात करते हैं, लेकिन इनका जो डर है वो धीरे धीरे अब बाहर आ रहा है।
कोयला घोटाला, शारदा घोटाला, टीचर भर्ती घोटाला, गो तस्करी घोटाला, पीएम आवास घोटाला, रोज वैली घोटाला, अम्फान राहत घोटाला, घोटाले पे घोटाला। ये मैं बहुत सारे राज्यों की बात नहीं, मैं एक ही राज्य की बात कर रहा हूं, पश्चिम बंगाल की।
With that, we're going to a quick break. Tomorrow, of course, the TMC continues with their protests in the national capital. Trust us to get you up to speed. A quick break on the other side. It's to the point and the focus, and to the point, well, the poll is cast. What do I mean? Bihar has released its data on the caste census. Have they also now got the ball rolling when it comes down to the opposition's narrative for 2024?
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
On 23rd June 1985, the BKI triggered a mid-air explosion aboard Air India 182, killing 329 people, including 268 Canadians, 27 British and 24 Indian citizens. The bomb was planted in Canada. Another plane to take off from Narita International Airport in Japan, Air India 301, was also targeted, but the bomb exploded before it was planted. 2 baggage handlers were killed in the blast. Famous as the Kanishka bombing, Air India 182 explosion was the biggest terror attack in the aviation sector till the 9/11 strikes. Over the years, the BKI has spread its network from India and Pakistan to other parts of the world, including Canada, the US, and Europe. It has also been operating in close coordination with other banned organizations such as the International Sikh Youth Federation. The outfit has been proscribed in India, Canada, the UK, EU, Japan, Malaysia, and the US. Both Sukhdev Singh Babbar and Talvinder Singh Parmar were killed in police encounters in 1992. Current President Wadhwa Singh took over as the BKI chief. It regrouped. As per the Ministry of Home Affairs, notification under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in July 2020, the BKI under the patronage of Wadhwa Singh has been involved in various terrorist attacks, including the Air India Flight 182 bombing, Beyant Singh assassination, and Boreal jailbreak. Recently, the NIA announced a reward of 10 lakh rupees each on Pakistan-based terrorist of BKI affiliation Harvinder Singh Sandhu, alias Rinda, and Lakhbir Singh Sandhu, alias Landa. Khalistan Tiger Force. Jagtar Singh Tara was one of the BKI affiliates who escaped in the Boreal jailbreak. Parted ways with Wadhwa Singh's BKI in March 2011 to launch the Khalistan Tiger Force with ISI assistance. In January 2015, Tara was tracked down to Pattaya, Thailand. He was detained and brought back to India. Following his rearrest, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was shot dead by unidentified assailants in the parking lot of a Gurudwara in Canada's Surrey, had taken over as the KTF chief.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
So how does AI diagnostics really work? Which are the machines that are being used to predict how well you're really going to be? Now, India Today visited some of these labs across the country that are predicting how well you will be in the near future. They are doing these scans and these tests, studying data, and data analytics really is at the heart of predictive analysis. Take a look at this report.
Cervical cancer develops in a woman's cervix, that's the entrance to the uterus from the vagina. Almost all cervical cancer cases, that's 99% of them, are linked to infection with high-risk human papillomaviruses or HPV, an extremely common virus transmitted through sexual contact. It can be easily prevented as it has a long precancerous phase which can be detected if women screen themselves regularly. Screening for cervical cancer using colposcopy. During a colposcopy, the doctor closely studies the cervix with a colposcope, a special magnifying instrument with a bright light that allows for quick and accurate diagnosis. AI-based dual fluorescent colposcope, which uses blue light in addition to regular light, increases visibility and accurately identifies early stages of cancer. This is a highly sensitive screening tool. The AI-powered machine for its early analysis for leukemia is AI100, the flagship product of Sigtuple, an Indian firm that builds AI-powered software to analyze medical imaging data.
Our first product, it's called AI100 with Shonit. AI100 is the digital microscope, automated digital microscope, which is also AI-driven. And Shonit is the AI-driven analyzer for blood smears. These blood smears are reviewed to detect various kind of disorders like blood cancers, different types of infections, anemias, and so on and so forth. So the Shonit actually automatically detects the different types of cells in blood, the white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets, and categorizes them into different classes and subclasses, normal and abnormal, and presents that result to the pathologist for review remotely.
The Delhi-headquartered Dr. Dang Lab is mastering allergy diagnostics. They've introduced Allergenius DX, an advanced molecular allergy diagnostics test utilizing cutting-edge microarray technology and nanoparticles. Priced at about 25,000 rupees, this test can accurately detect potential allergies to 163 common allergens and analyze 300 components of various allergens. With the introduction of Allergenius DX powered by AI.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Powered by UBI, good people to bank with. Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com, हर family होगी insured.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhry. Did something happen today that has queered the political pitch where the current elections are concerned? We are just about 8 months away from 2024, the general elections. Well, something did happen. The Bihar government released its caste